Hey y'all, what's up? This is the end of 2021 and we are about to start that magnificent 2022. But before we do, I wanted to get a year in review in. There was a lot that happened this past year. I believe last year I started the year off with COVID and didn't know it. What? I mean, it don't matter now. That was last year. I'm fine now. Last year, I did not know it. Went into the new year living my life like it was golden. Not knowing until my son had a movie that he was on. Shout out to favorite son. He was filming. They called him in for an extra date of taping. And boom, they tested me and it came back positive. So I started my year off. I was fine. I just couldn't smell nothing. And it sucked. I guess, it just sucked being that, dang, it got me. You know what I'm saying? But then I almost was kind of appreciative of the fact that they said, that you're supposed to have like 3 months of immunity. Because I had to go straight to Chicago right after I got better, honey. And I was better and ready to hit the road. Hey guys. So guess what? It's time for me to head back to Chicago. Ew.
Chicago is the greatest city on this planet. It's time for change.
That's how that shit down me. That's how my daddy raised me.
I'm super excited. So I went to Chicago afterwards and started filming season 4 of The Chi. And so my first 5 months of the year 2021 pretty much was in Chicago. I flew back and forth a little bit on the weekends just so that I could see my family. But most of the days during the week, I was in Chicago.
This city wasn't meant to be a jungle. There's so much more than that. If you're with me, let me get an amen.
I mean, I like Chicago, but I'm just like, oh, it's so cold out there in the wintertime. I'm not used to it, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. I had fun. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it again in this coming year.
The people of Chicago can never be broken, can never be destroyed. We are what we need.
And it was interesting. It was fun. I enjoyed myself, but, you miss your family when you do stuff like that, honestly. And I was very grateful to be back at home when filming ended. I think I was in like 6 of 8 of 10. No, I was in 7 of 10 episodes. 7 of 10 episodes last season. So I taped all the way up till right before my birthday, which y'all should know my birthday is May 17th. So I taped, right before Mother's Day. I stopped filming and then I had to go back in June to tape, another part on the last episode for the finale. But yeah, it was a lot of traveling in the first part of my year. But I was appreciative to be back home when I did come home. But then I started back working again. After that, let me see, what is something else that we did? Speak on it, my YouTube show that we will be bringing back in this year of 2022.
I had already heard.
We had a lot of highs in the year of 2021, but because I was going back and forth so much, we was trying to figure out what to do. My boy Don Juan, he sat in for me a couple of times.
We're twinning today.
Unapologetically black.
On this week's episode of Speak On It, you see something is different. Candy is not here. So the first thing that I want to comment about with this workout is I ain't never in my life seen such a real life Jane Fonda. What is Candy doing?
Let's jog, come on, let's go, let's jog.
So that we could keep the show going, because obviously Real Housewives of Atlanta was on air at the top of the year, and we need to give you the tea, honey. Okay, so I cannot wait to this episode, child. See, I think a lot of people thought that I was gonna shy away from this episode, because I saw y'all in the comments last week when y'all was sitting up here trying to say that I didn't want to comment on last week's episode. That's why I had Don Juan and A1 come speak for me. First of all, I'm over it. First of all, if y'all ain't learned nothing about me in this decade that I've been on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you should know that I So every week, you know, normally it was me and a guest, but this particular time, my boy Don Juan was coming through for me. Thank you, Don Juan.
I just hope that you understand that the whole dungeon, when we say the dungeon, we really talking about our tour, the dungeon, because I don't have a real at-home dungeon. At least not yet. Not yet, boo, not yet.
It was still good. The people loved it. A matter of fact, sometimes y'all said y'all liked him better than y'all like me. Kiss my ass.
Now, when I tell you, I thought it was some epically funny moments in this one. They're sitting over there, Drew, and called the girl a hoe, Delilah. Do you hear me? For people that didn't know what Delilah was.
Every man at some point in their life will meet a Delilah.
It was cool, though. It was cool. It was fun, you know, seeing how somebody else could sit in for me and do speak on it. Wait, I'm wrong. Speak on it. I think that's how I do it. Anyway, yeah, okay, so here was another thing that happened in the earlier part of 2021, and that was the Dungeon reunion. Hello, everybody had came in there. Well, it was supposed to be dungeon looks.
I mean, I would have to say, you know, all the girls look beautiful. I'm not going to say they didn't look beautiful, for sure. They was looking beautiful. But I did like how with Kenya's dress, the studs that were on her lace came up her neck.
That was supposed to be the theme, but they just came in black ball gowns, and I was the only one that really was doing the theme. Well, no, Marlo also had on something where she barely had any clothes on. She was kind of naked under her outfit. And, yeah, but everybody else had on like straight gowns. And I was like, okay, I thought we were going in the theme.
And we brought in the designer Vex to do the latex garment, which is a bodysuit, a corset, sleeves, neck piece.
People, when they first did the press release, thought that I was crazy and was like, oh, Candy, what's she doing? She doing too much, blah, 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 blah. But when they realized what the theme was, they was like, oh, so they wasn't doing enough. Okay.
I'll just say this. Why are we sitting here in the dungeon theme right now?
Because of the whole situation.
Because of her lies.
Washington.
They wasn't doing enough. And to be truthfully honest, I could not stand that freaking picture that the Bravo photographer put out. Like, he caught me at the worst angle. It was the worst pic ever. I was like, really? Like, why can't we get approval on these ugly ass pictures that they be throwing out? Anyway, but it was a really cool reunion, to say the least, because obviously it was based off of the theme of us having the party for Cynthia and that previous year that we filmed. And it was sexy, and it was all of those things. So I'm glad that I could be an inspiration. Let's move right along. What else happened in 2021? 2021 was the year of the PPP and the whatever other loans they was giving out. So basically, nobody wanted to go to damn work.
What was less expected is that now that these places are reopening, many of the workers aren't coming back.
Hotels and restaurants say there aren't enough people applying for jobs.
And when I tell you, that highly affected me, my businesses, and so many other people. Like, even if you don't own a business, it has affected you. I don't know if you noticed this, but you know how everything is on, it's hard to get anything now because everything is on back order, or a lot of restaurants always have the sign up that they don't have enough employees. Things are not being shipped. There are not enough people to get, containers off of ships that are supposed to bring products back and forth. So if anybody has ever experienced not being able to buy something that you wanted to buy, or not able to get anything done that you wanted to get done, or not be able to hire enough people for whatever you was trying to do, it was because of what happened in 2021. It is still affecting us, and I can't wait till things get back to normal. Listen, when I have to hear one more person complain to me about, oh, they only had, 2 servers, or they only had, their kitchen was slow as I don't know what, because there's not enough people working in it. And it's not our fault. It's not like we didn't want to hire more people, but yeah, it was a whole lot. I just figured I'd just vent to you about the things that I also did not like about 2021. So yeah, moving right along. On the more positive note, my son was in a movie, and it was called The Favorite Son. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was a little ticked off because he had did like a whole big part with a lot of lines, and I was getting everybody hyped to watch it, and then when the thing came on, they only showed him for like 2 seconds at the end. I was like, where is my son? Where is my favorite son? How y'all do my baby like that?
Hi, my name is Ace, and I'm reading for BJ.
And you're excited.
How?
You're acting. Try that one more time. Give me excitement and look at me right here. Go.
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
He did all that work and y'all just put him in 2 seconds at the end. But he did it though. And he got paid. That's the good part.
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
The other thing is, in 2021, this year I was in my first, actually, I was part of 2 Lifetime films. Well, one was a film and one was like a series. And the film I was in, it was called Envy. And it was basically from the 7 Deadly Sins. It was a series too, technically, but they didn't all go together. It was like 7 individual films that were supposed to be put together as a series. The first one was Lust, which featured Tank and Carrie Hilson. Yes, I'm right. All right, and then the second one was Envy, which that was the one that I was in, my girl Soraya, and it was really, really good. Okay. It was an excellent movie. I was grateful to be a part of it, honestly. It was super exciting because, you know me, everything that I could be a part of as far as, my acting career is concerned, I get super excited because, this is something that's really important that I'm trying to build. So, if you haven't had a chance to see it, you should go see it. We'll pull it up on demand. I'm sure it's on there. It's on Lifetime. It's called Envy. Now, the other one, I was not physically in the movie, but I was the voiceover for the entire series, and that was a series called Keeping Up with the Joneses, and it was starring Vivica Fox. She's also a producer on it, but it was a really, really a good series. I mean, people loved it. Everybody was calling me, oh my God, that show is so good. So I am appreciative of being a part of that show as well. It was my first time getting to narrate something. My whole entire life, I've always been told that I had a unique voice as far as my speaking voice and my singing voice. So when I'm talking, even if you don't see me, you know it's me. So it was a lot of people that watched it and was like, oh, I heard you talking on the TV show. So it was really cool being a part of that. And what have I been doing for fun? I didn't get to really make more time for myself this year. I wanted to. So in 2021, I filmed 3 different series, but only one of them aired, which would be The Shy. Coming in 2022, you will see the fruit of my labor. Okay, you will see the work that I put in 2021. You will see it in 2022. 2 different series, obviously, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and the other of which I cannot officially. They've already said it. The Old Lady Gang show. It will be coming in 2022. When I tell you it's gonna be so good, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so excited for you guys to meet some of the people, not just people in my family, but also people that work at the restaurant. Like, the people at my restaurant are turned, okay? So I think we will be bringing something different and new when we hit TV. So I'm excited about that. But overall, yes, this year to me it's been a very busy year. Like, I don't feel like you guys have been able to see everything that I've been doing just because everything hasn't come out. But when I tell you it's been a busy year, it's definitely been a busy year. Like, seriously. I got only 1 vacation in earlier, right? So, I mean, when I say top of the year, I mean actually on New Year's Eve, we were in Jamaica. So, After that, I did another trip when I hung out with my friends. We all went to Vegas. Turn up. Yes, it was lit. I mean, my friend trips, we always have lit parties. We have lit trips, lit parties. Hopefully one day you'll get to experience it. Anyway, but we had so much fun. The other thing is, this summer, okay, so I had a lot that happened. So I was falling apart. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to regurgitate what I be going through sometime on a daily, because people be thinking like I don't go through nothing. Like people really believe like, oh, everything just falls in line for me, and it really don't. It just don't. The lady was my housekeeper. She, Miss Peggy, loved her so much. She used to help keep me in order at the house. And then my friend Katrina was also, she helps me keep my kids or whatever. So my friend Katrina decided that she no longer wanted to be at the house as much because she was really staying because of COVID. And so when the vaccine came out, she got vaccinated and was like, good, I don't have to stay with y'all that much no more. So then at the same week, we had a little falling out, I guess. And Miss Peggy decided she didn't want to work that no more. I was like, Lord Jesus, what I'm gonna do? Who gonna help me with my kids? It's not normal. Ooh, okay, Ace. How I'm gonna work? I ain't got nobody here during the day. Because at that point, Katrina would only come in the evenings. Because, the kids go to summer camp. Well, at the time, Blaze wasn't even in camp. So, basically, I need time to myself. And normally I never say that, but I just feel like, I guess I've been getting overwhelmed lately. It's just like, oh my God, the other day I had broke down crying in front of my doggone bedroom candy family and stuff. And I couldn't control it just because I guess it was just so much happening. I just started, being an emotional wreck. But normally I don't like people to see those moments, so you guys, all y'all see is, oh, Candy did this, she was working on that, or she's working on that. But realistically, just like everybody else, I have those moments of breakdowns because it's just like, I be feeling like as much as you're trying to make sure everything is moving and doing what it's supposed to do, it's like when you're doing all that, you're losing in other areas. You know what I'm saying? So, how old you're 45? Well, thank you. Well, didn't nobody ask you about that, but go ahead.
Out of 45 years, from 16 to 45, at any point have you experienced a panic attack?
No.
So, because
I don't really know what a panic. Honestly, I don't really know what a panic attack is. I've heard of panic attacks, of course, and I've seen it played out on TV, but I don't really know what a real panic attack would be like. So, no, not that I know of. I haven't experienced that.
Yeah, because I'm just listening to you. It sounds like you're getting more and more anxious. You're having breakdowns. Like, you might, since you don't know what it's like, and it could just come, you might need to try to, take naps or meditate or a break here and there, because you don't want to get to that point where it just hits you on the wrong day.
Oh, yeah. I think I always have those moments where my stuff is always like a slow build. You know what I mean? It's like I rarely have those moments where I let everything just fall apart or break down. It's like no matter what happens, I'm trying to hold it together. I'm holding it together. I'm holding it together. Keeping cool, keeping my calm, keeping myself together. But I do have those moments where it just seems like it just gets to be too freaking much. But luckily, we had already started looking at schools and places to take Blaze, but I had to wait another week before I could put her in. So child was going crazy for a good couple weeks because I ain't had no help. And it was time. Look, I'm a mother of multiple children. Yes, I have 4 kids in every way in which you can have children. Meaning, I'm a single mom. I had a child through natural birth. Then I was a bonus mom, meaning a stepmother, because I had a child through marriage. I am a mother through IVF, because I had to have IVF to get the eggs out of me and put them with my husband's sperm and get the embryos so that I could have Ace. Okay, and then I had a surrogate. I've been a mother every way you could be a mother. But I need help, child. I still be falling apart. It's the little bitty one. It's the one little one, really. Oh, I had something very, very wonderful to happen. Like, I can't even talk. Because Ace is cool. Because it had stopped by then, you know. But whatever. Ace. That Blaze. Whew. Be careful what you name your children, okay? Because when I had a feeling, you know, people always say that she's a Sagittarius. She's the first day of Sagittarius. She kicks the door in for Sagittarius. But they always say that Sagittarius is the life of the party. But with that, as a baby, they are the fireball that hits the house, okay? She wants to control everything. She wants to run everything. She does that falling out stuff. Like, my other kids did not fall out. Like, Riley didn't do that. I didn't have no, we didn't go to the store and she just fall out on the floor when she don't get away. Ace didn't do that. I don't know what the Blaze, she gives me all kind of just craziness. That was a long story to tell you that, but woo, child, I found her at school. She started school in the summer of 2021, and Lord, it's a blessing. It's a blessing because she's come a long way since she's been in school. When you put kids in school early, they first of all, they be really smart. They learn a lot, but then they learn how to work with other kids. They don't have that. They still single children, that single child syndrome, but they get better. They get better when they're in school. So it's been a blessing. And Blaze, even though I did not potty train her as early as my other kids, because I was having them on the potty, 10 months earlier for Ace and Riley. But thank God to say, Blaze still caught on real quick. At school, they were teaching her, and at home, we were teaching her. So she was potty trained. She is potty trained. She just turned 2. But prior to her birthday, she was well potty trained. She wears panties. She does not wear a pull-up during the day. She only wears a pull-up in her sleep at night. And she doesn't always use it at night, but I'm just telling you. So for those of you, it's so much easier when you can just walk around with your baby with some panties on instead of having to change diapers all day. Okay? I've said a lot, and I still ain't finished because it's still a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I got nominated for a People's Choice Award yet again. And yet again, I didn't win. Every year the Kardashians is in the competition, I just say, why they even put me in here? They know they're going to give it to them. So they won, of course. But I thank you for even nominating me. I do appreciate that. That is really sweet of you. It's really nice. Ooh, that's the other thing I forgot to talk about was our verzuz. Xscape and SWV on verzuz. We were one of the most talked about verzuz. First time ever girl groups did a verzuz against each other. And it's so funny to me that so many people tried to count Xscape out before. I saw, different bloggers and people saying that they didn't think we had the hits to do it. I'm like, okay, we had to show y'all. For those of you who have not been paying attention, we got hits, okay? We got hits.
It has to cohesively
go.
go.
You
get what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. Do I need to talk back? I was about to say, do I need to talk back?
So, ladies, I'm telling y'all, I know y'all don't want to do no album cuts, but people want to hear some of these records, man.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Tamika.
And we're Xscape.
There's left arm first and then right arm.
Okay,
It was number 1, and think about it, Tamika. People, even today, they starting to sample our record. Yeah. And they killing it on the chart. Now, don't act like y'all don't know this one. We ready. It's about to be serious around here. So, it's Verzuz Day. Now y'all know how I be feeling when it's time for a little lightweight competition. I'm just saying. And so it turned out really good. Let's just say that. I love SWV. It was a great versus. Excuse me. We were one of the most talked about verses at that point. I mean, now I think, we've had a couple rap ones that have added to the legacy of verses, but prior to them, we killed. Well, I do speak on it, but I also have my On That Note series that I do, and I think we had a really breakout On That Note special when we put Nivea on there. And to my left, I have my girl Nivea.
What's up?
And we are about to do a little bit for y'all on That Note. Nivea's story touched so many people. It went viral, and everybody was talking about that On That Note special that we did.
I didn't stay there a full year because I ended up going to live with my sister for about a week. I was about to go get a job at Babes as Nivea.
Where's Babes?
An old strip club, girl.
And I appreciate all of you for logging on and sharing and doing all that good stuff. I can't wait to bring you more stories like that in the future from my YouTube channel, because we do have some really great things in store for you this year. If you love that one, we have some more good ones coming in. So
I wanted to quit. I was tired of being mom only.
The other thing is, I already think I talked about it a little bit, is that Candy Cares My Foundation has done a few give backs this year. We've done some really great ones. We've helped a lot of people this year, whether it be through the food giveaways we've done. I've done some things that were not publicized, like paying for rent for families and different things like that. So we have done a lot of great things. The one thing that I do have to say is that the scamming has gotten to be at an all-time high, and I think it is to the detriment of people like myself who are genuinely trying to do good things. So people use our name to go out there and try to scam people. So I say that to say it was somebody that was, I don't know if it's somebody, a company, I don't know what they are, but it wasn't just me. I saw a few celebrities have this issue where people have been emailing people who follow us. So if you have your email attached to your, info, the info button or whatever in your thing, you may have gotten an email of somebody pretending to be me and asking you to donate to something. That is not true. And then if it's a PayPal, they got some person's name in it that you've never heard of, that definitely ain't true. Our Candy Cares donation link is on our website, Candy, K-A-N-D-I, cares, CARES.org, candycares.org. And we would love for you to donate, because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people don't understand. They be like, wait, what you need my money for? First of all, I don't need your money, okay? The money for the people that we help, they need your money. And the way the foundation, it's a legit foundation, 501(c)(3). But those people who would send you in your emails, if you got one of those emails, that was not me. So you could just go to our website, and if you wanted to donate, candycares.org. All the money that's been given to us, we totally give it out to the people that need it. I don't keep nothing. I don't give none of my family members, none of that. It ain't that type of party. It's totally legit. Okay. For those of you who have helped, I know there was a Facebook fundraiser as well for the charity. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And you've done great things, because we did great things together. All right. So I'm ending my year with a bang, spending time with my family, and I hope that you are doing the same. Enjoy the end of your 2021, because 2022, we got to get to work. Happy holidays, guys. Be safe, and I'll see you next year.
about this amazing play for quite some time. And then Candy called me and was like, yo, we on Broadway. You got to pull up, call. And I was like, I'm there. Say less.
Thanks for bringing everybody safe over from LA, all over the world, Lord. We just want to say thank you for this moment. We give all praise to you, and we just ask that you would just bless this performance and allow us to have a good time. This is a celebration, and because of you, we're able to do this. I'm so grateful, and I just thank you in Jesus' name.
You're sex positive. Your sex positiveness has been described as filthy
And disgusting.
and disgusting.
Hey.